Hey YouTube, welcome back. So another episode. I'm all home and comfy now, and I'm hungry, and I really want to eat these tacos, but I really got to get this off my mind. So if I do start eating, don't judge me as if y'all don't sit there and eat and be talking and all types of stuff. I always keep it real on my channel. Like, feel free to be you. That's what a lot of people need to do. Like, stop being fake. Stop being somebody that you're not. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I ain't scared of, like, a lot of people, they are scared to be themselves. And then because I'm so authentic and I'm just genuinely me and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. If you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Either way, the cookie crumbles. I'm going to keep doing me and being me. That's how I feel about it. My tribe is always gonna fuck with me, regardless. That's how I look at it. But so I was making this video based on like control freaks. Like, have you ever, and this is just people in general. So it could be anybody. It doesn't matter, friend, relative, co-worker, boss. It don't matter who the individual is. Have you ever experienced somebody who is like super freaking controlling? A control freak. Everything just is their way or the highway. If they ask you to do something, like let's say they ask you to wash the dishes. You wash the dishes. There's no food on a single dish, but they see a water spot or something, and then they're like, you didn't do it right. Stuff like that. Like, it just amazes me how there are very, very controlling people. Like, people who want to tell you, like, I'm pretty sure at some point through my little YouTube journey in life, there's going to be a control freak out there that's going to come on this channel. Well, you shouldn't this, and you shouldn't look like that, and you should dress like this, and da 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 da. And it's just like, but why did you click on my channel? Why are you even here and watching this video? Like, it be throwing me how people want to complain, but you keep going to the very shit you claim you don't fucking like. If I go to somebody's YouTube channel and I don't agree with them, I'm going to click off that bitch. If I don't like the video, I'm going to stop watching that motherfucker. Probably remove it out of my history and everything. But I'm just saying, it just goes to show you how some people can be. I think that the reason why they're so controlling is because, sometimes, somewhere back in their childhood, everything was out of their control. So they feel safe when things are in their control. But when it comes to toxic people and narcissists, they're just, nah, that's just a no. Like, that is just it has to be a built-in personality trait. It just has to be. Because I get, that you want to control or feel the need to be in control, but baby, you can't control the weather. If Mama Gaia decides she want to drop a tornado gonna come and tear some shit up. If she decides it wants to rain, and I mean, technically, I can't really say she dictates anything because, the government with their whole, damn, what the fuck is that shit called? I can't think of the acronym right now, but they can control the weather, can, cause tsunamis and hurricanes and, make it rain, make it cloudy. They could do all this weather technology shit. So to be honest, I can't even say Mama Gaia be doing that shit. That be fucking Biden and Kamala hitting the fucking buttons. Like, this is funny, y'all. I get a kick out of this shit, period. But when I don't know if it was just Dallas or if it was just Texas as a whole. I'm not sure. I think it was as a whole though. But I know here in Dallas or whatever, when the whole snowstorm hit in February and basically fucked everything up and caused so many poor innocent people to die, it just amazes me how like people have technology at their fingertips and they didn't think to use it. Like right now, I mean, technically I got a fireplace. So, I mean, even if the electricity or whatever the fuck went out, wood, boom, bam, I got a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm a survivor. So I like to always be prepared. I'm that kind of person that if I go hiking with friends, I have a first aid kit, because I've seen so many movies where a motherfucker twist their ankle or break their leg. And because I went to school once upon a time to be a doctor, I could stint and fix you up and patch you up and, put a Band-Aid on you and fix you up as new. I ain't got to have a PhD to do that, and we in the fucking jungle or wherever the fuck. But anyways, that was a whole... But it just amazed me, like, how so many people... Your cell phone didn't get turned off. The only thing that got turned off was the electricity. So you had to have candles, and you had to find a source of heat. It just amazed me, because I feel like if I was in a lot of those people's positions, I got a smartphone at the tip of my fucking hands. I mean, I know the electricity went out, but you don't need Wi-Fi. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You should have the network, whether it's AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, whoever the hell, you should still be on their fucking airwaves if you pay a phone bill. So I just don't understand why it didn't cross people's minds that if they didn't know how to get warm, why didn't they Google ways to stay warm? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a fireplace, there's still ways to stay warm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, a lot of the stories were sad, people, especially hearing about kids dying because the adults were, I don't want to say stupid, but ignorant. Ignorant just simply means that you don't know something. It doesn't mean they're stupid. They were just ignorant. And you know that saying, ignorance is bliss. No, motherfucker, ignorance can cost you your fucking life. So it's good to be knowledgeable. It's just good to be knowledgeable. Let's get some knowledge on this channel, shall we? If you came here, now don't get me wrong, I'm a joke, I'm a laugh, I'm gonna do all of that because it's always good to have and be in a good mood. I'm very jokative, playful, but there's a time to be serious too. You know what I'm saying? And it just baffles me, how many people just prefer to be ignorant in the age of technology. And you can't even say, well, I'm older. No. A lot of y'all are like my age or in your 40s and 50s. Like, technology ain't that hard to learn. That's why I also feel like, the baby boomers need to go ahead and step out and let us millennials go ahead and step up, because we're the ones who have the babies now. And when I say millennials, I'm talking about 80s babies, 90s babies, even, I think 2000 something, they're like Gen Z. But they're basically right behind us. I can't even say, I used to think, man, they're such a fucked up generation and this and that. Can't even blame them when all the previous generations before were fucked up. It's just a mindset. Are you going to continue to perpetuate bullshit? Or are you just going to stop and be like, it's stinking here? God damn, there's a lot of bullshit in here. And you decide to walk out of the shit barn that you're in and actually see and smell the fresh fucking air and go lead a new life, create a new life. I get tired of old motherfuckers talking about it's a tradition of trauma, motherfucker. Like, the fuck? A tradition of trauma. First off, Christmas is coming up, right? I don't celebrate no Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I know people are going to hit me up talking about some Happy New Year's. And first off, the new year don't even start till March 21st, 2021. That's on the Chinese calendar, aka Year of the Dragon or whatever. I mean, and technically, when you really look at the zodiac signs in the sky, Aries is the first month that begins, because, you know, the fire signs, you know, they're the ones that, you know, cause action. So Aries is actually the marker of the new year. Not this bullshit ass Gregorian calendar we go by. And I mean, the shit don't even make no damn sense anyway. Anyways, that's a whole nother video. Right now, I'm just talking about like ignorance being bliss. And it's really not bliss, because it can really cost you your life. Like what I was just talking about with all those people who died in a snowstorm, or, you know, trying to stay warm and things like that. And it's just unfortunate that they really just did not know. And sometimes I be wanting to get mad at like older generations and everything, but y'all just didn't know. And my thing is, I get that back then technology didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? The internet didn't exist. But it's just like, what's your excuse now? There is no excuse. You just want to remain stupid and dumb. That's all that is. I had a point and I lost it because I got a little distracted. I'm hungry as hell too. I really want to smash these tacos right now. But I want to be all over the camera, you know, just because I'm hungry as hell. But oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I made a video and I mentioned sundown towns, right? So I did my research because I finally got time to do it while it was on my mind. In Texas, there are 7 sundown towns. Vidor, Texas, Alba, Texas, Alvin, Texas, Comanche County, Woolden, Texas, Leggett, Texas, and Sour Lake, Texas. I didn't do my research as far as clicking on them to see the populations, the area codes. I ain't got that kind of time. I mean, I could have done it, but look, I'm hungry. I had to get this out, and whatever came out, you know. But the sundown towns, it's 2021. And you mean to tell me that as a Black person, you know, if I get caught in any of those areas out here in Texas with the sundown, they gonna kill me? Yo. Are you hearing me? I said in 2021, because it's December 12th, 2021. If you're found in any of these counties and you're Black in the state of Texas, I think I had Google searched, you know, sundown towns around Dallas, but it showed, I know Vidor was like way in the corner, right corner of the state. So I don't know, go do your research, figure out more. I'm just kind of letting you know what I looked into. But as a Black person, man, that's really scary to think. But yeah, y'all niggas think we free though, right? I'm talking to my Black people here in the U.S., the good old USA, you African Americans, you Negroes, you whatever title you want to freaking go by. You think you free because you ain't in shackles outside in the heat picking cotton like our ancestors. You think you free. I talked about the slave catchers in the Star. They're the same motherfuckers, just a different face. Your cops. Chief of police. Come on now. You still got the KKK out there. What they still do? Cover up their faces because they don't want you to know that they're your local doctor, politician, mayor, dentist, boss. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on. I need you to keep up. These sundown towns. And actually, I'm not even gonna lie. I need somebody to ride with me to one of these places because I'm really curious if the outside of the town, there's a sign like they used to be back in the day where it says, niggas, if you called out here after dark, your life is ours type shit. I'm very curious. I'm a curious being. You know how they say curiosity killed the cat? Well, you know what? I'll tell you what curiosity did. I'll tell you what it didn't kill, or it didn't. Shoot. I'm so hungry. I'm sitting here. These tacos. Okay. Basically, not having curiosity killed the spark of like humanity. Like, look at Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? They're boring. They're bland. I don't even understand why they decided to remix Charlie's Angels. It was fine with Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, and Cameron Diaz. Why the fuck did you go get Christian Kirk? I mean, not Christian Kirk. I'm sorry, Christian Kirk, Lana Lang. Not you. I meant Kristen Stewart. Oh my gosh, she ruined Twilight for me. I was just like, this motherfucker here, she can't act to me at all. But that's just my opinion. But, I mean, for real. Anyways, back to the whole sundown towns and stuff. It's just amazing, y'all, that this stuff really, really exists. And it's not talked about. It's not shown in the media, you know? They're only going to show you, because they control the narrative. They're only going to show you what they want to show you. They're only going to tell you a part of the story, not the whole story. They're only going to show you a small part of the picture, not the bigger picture. You know? But, oh, I was making my point about Christmas before I went off on a damn tangent. I know there's going to be people talking about Merry Christmas and all of this. Now, don't get me wrong. If you still celebrate Christmas, go ahead. Do you. Do it for the kids. It's a fun, you know, holiday or whatever. I remember as a kid unwrapping my presents, and it was fun. It was a fun time. But I just want you to think about something. Hear me out. Hear me out. Close your mouth. Quiet your mind. And open your ears. Okay. Now that your ears are open and you're ready to listen to this information, great. Santa, I believe I mentioned this before in one of my videos. Santa is an anagram. When you switch up the fucking words, you get Satan. Now, Mr. Saint Nick was based on an actual person, Saint Nicholas. Go do your research. Man, he did a lot of horrible things. I can't remember. I remember I had, this is actually, I think, before I started my YouTube channel. I should have actually looked it up, but I didn't expect to start talking about it. I was really going to just focus on the sundown towns and keep the video short. But, you know, I'm just going to go with it. So, but yeah. So, you got Santa and Satan. To me, they the same damn person. Just fucking letters switched around. Because, I mean, shoot, he likes to play on words. You know what I'm saying? So, in my mind, as a kid, I used to always wonder, like, why the fuck does this nigga say ho, ho, ho? While he's in a sleigh, dashing all the way. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to make this another video. I gotta make it into another video because I gotta break the shit down to you. Like, now that I got my whole YouTube channel or I finally actually started talking into the camera because I was real shy at one point, but I'm gonna be me. I gotta be like Nike and just do it. And what happens, happens, you know? So, like, share, subscribe, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking real shit. And when you come to this channel, I'm gonna give you some stuff to think about. you know, I actually want to decode Fifth Element, the movie, for y'all. And if you're younger than maybe 21, you probably don't know what the fuck Fifth Element is. But go Google it. It has Chris Tucker in there. And what is his name? I got his face in my head. He was on Die Hard. And shoot, what is his doggone name? I would try to Google it on my phone, but I can't right now. Bruce Willis. I be knowing my stars and everything. I don't know why it took a minute for his name to come to my mind. Y'all be thinking that these movies is just entertainment. No, there's always subliminal messages. But a lot of movies that I've seen as a kid, and then I saw through the lenses of a teenager, through the lenses of a young adult in my 20s, now through my spiritual eye in my 30s, shit is different. You catch a whole bunch of shit that you ain't caught before. There's been times I've watched a movie like 3-4 times, and each time I've caught something new. That's how I felt when I watched the movie Inception. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. This is how I know I'm tired. Leonardo DiCaprio. I love his movies. Shutter Island. Look, I ain't even supposed to be talking about movies right now. But I love thrillers, mind-bending shit. That's just me. Sometimes I don't always get it the first time around. I'll be like, what the fuck was this movie about? I'll watch it again. I'll be like, oh. I'll watch it again. I'll be like, damn, this shit, hold on. Did I just, okay. But, for real. Anyways, back to Christmas. So again, I'm not knocking nobody who celebrates it or anything like this, and you can Google this information. It's the age of Aquarius. I'm gonna tell you, don't take what I say as at face value. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's good to be in the habit of doing your own research. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, don't mind. Yeah, I ain't got a bra on. If you see some headlights because it's a little chilly in my apartment right now, don't worry about that. Pay attention to the information. So, Christmas, St. Nick. As a kid, I used to wonder how this fat motherfucker... First off, I was a kid living in a townhouse. We didn't even have a fucking chimney. So how this nigga bring me my presents without breaking a window or coming in, picking the lock or some shit? Some nigga shit, you know? What'd you do? Magically just open our fucking... I had so many questions, you know? What'd you do? Go through our basement window or some shit and come upstairs and put shit under the tree? Like, I'm just wondering. And then I always wondered, like, why do you have to chop down a tree and put it in your house? And I mean, you killed a tree for like no fucking reason. Like, you chopped it down just to decorate it? Why? Again, I have always had a curious mind. My thing is always why? But anyways, matter of fact, I'm gonna probably make a video and call it Christmas, because the things that I had learned when I had looked them up or whatever, it's been a while or whatever, but I stopped celebrating holidays because it was always some satanic fuck shit rituals and, nah. Okay, point is, right? So back in slavery days, the slave masters would celebrate Christmas by having orgies with one another. Ass fucking. That's what it was. Ass fucking. There was a lot of head giving, ball sucking, all that nasty shit, man on man action. It's kind of gross. Not kind of gross. It is gross. It's gross to me, because when I think of man on man action, I think of like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger on Terry Crews on The Rock on fucking another buff ass actor. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like all that man for another man. Like, what a waste of a man. Anyways, if you're gay, don't take no offense to that. I mean, what you do behind closed doors is your business. Whether you the pitcher, the catcher, whatever. I don't care. I don't. I just don't like y'all asses throwing the shit in my fucking face. Cause a lot of y'all gays or whatever you want to call yourselves, alphabet people, y'all want to say y'all got pride, but a lot of y'all don't got no pride. Anyways, I'm not even gonna go into that though, because I'm talking about Christmas right now. I just wanted to make that disclaimer that if you're gay, that's your business. That's all I'm saying, you know, because we all know how they love to hop on the bandwagon. You're transphobic and homophobic. Man, shut that shit up. Shut that shit up. So, anyways, so that's what they would do. They would have man-on-man action. And that's where we get into the buck breaking of slavery, when the slave master would fuck the black man. If you go and watch this movie, it had Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames in it. Shit, I'm gonna have to look up what that movie was called. I can't remember what it was called, but I just remember the scene. The scene showed Ving Rhames was after Bruce Willis. I know I'm going off on a tangent. I'm going to get back to the Christmas shit, but it's coming full circle. Feel me? All right. So, Ving Rhames was after Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis ran up into this store. The bad guy who was off of the mask, he was like the head club owner. Cameron Diaz was his girlfriend. Jim Carrey, Stanley Ipkiss, liked Cameron Diaz. But the evil bad guy who put the mask on and he was all swollen and okay, that guy. For anybody who's seen The Mask, you can picture who the hell I'm talking about. I don't know his real name. Him. He was a cop in this movie with Ving Rhames and Bruce Willis. And so, because I have their faces in my head, I just don't know all of their names. Okay, anyway, so he was a cop with Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames. So Bruce Willis ran up in the store, or I think it was a police station or whatever. I don't remember. He ran up in the fucking building. Ving Rhames came up in that building. Next thing you know, both them niggas got tied up. And Bruce Willis managed to get away free or whatever. Or no, I think dude set Bruce Willis free because he was like, oh, I don't fuck white men or some shit he said. And so Ving Rhames was left in there like this. Dude literally pulled his pants down, bent Ving Rhames over, and started ass fucking him. And I was like, this is my first time seeing this movie. And I was like, he's oh my. Like, that was my reaction. Because it was like, damn. And the pain in Ving Rhames' face as he's being rammed in his ass, I was just like, damn. I can only imagine how violated this grown-ass man feels. So anyways, while he's being violated by dude, Bruce Willis felt bad. So he went back in there. He punched dude in the face, freed Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames was like, I appreciate you coming back for me, but you still got a debt. So you know what? We're going to settle it. They made an agreement that he will never speak of him being raped in the ass, and he gets to keep his life because Ving Rhames was there to kill him. Anyways, the whole point of that was, that was a buck breaking. You know what I'm saying? And basically that shit comes from master fucking on master, back in slavery days. That's what Christmas was. Man-on-man orgies at parties and shit. And then they would proceed to go home and beat their wives. And then that's how you came out. That's how them tank tops, the white tank tops, got called wife beaters. I always wonder why it was called a wife beater. And I was just like, how do you know how to identify a wife beater? Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to wonder because at one point in my mind, I used to think like if a dude wore a tank top, he's a wife beater. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to always just have these thoughts like, why are things called things? Why is this? Why is that? But if you go do your research, it's there. School never really teaches you. The programming centers never teach you how to go after knowledge on your own because they want you to be submissive, passive, and to go with the flow. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Just believe what you're told. Remember, hey, anybody 90s going on 90s, 80s, 70s, remember back on the TV when you would hear important message and you got all them goddamn colors on the fucking screen? This is an important message. Beep. Do you know what that shit did to us? That's a whole nother video. Shit gets deep. I'm telling you, when I took that fucking blue pill, the rabbit hole never stops. It never stops. But for real, I don't celebrate Christmas because I was just blown away when I learned about the ass fucking, the orgies, how these men would go and beat their wives. I mean, damn, what did she do to get beat on? Like, what the fuck? But that's the whole story of how Christmas went. That's how Christmas was celebrated before it turned into the trees, the decorations, the lights, the all the carols and songs and snow and everything that is Christmas, you know? But, yeah. Anyways, I wasn't even trying to make this video a half hour long. So, but anyways, I hope you got the knowledge, the information. I might make an actual video and go deeper into Saint Nick. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I feel tired. I just really want to just lay down. I'm off tomorrow, but I got to get these videos out because, I mean, the information is there. And people love listening to me talk. You know, I'm past light conversation. You know, hello there. The weather's great today, huh? Yeah, it is, Bob. Great weather, very sunny. It might rain, a little bit of, you know, cloudy skies and everything. Like, I cannot have a surface level conversation. My mind goes beyond that. And I'm going to probably just ignore or walk away from the motherfucker that wants to start conversation. But that's just me. You know, conversation starters, I get it, but people seem so awkward these days. You know, they just ask the most obvious questions. I'm a truck driver. Why are you asking me? You drive that truck? Nah, Casper the Ghost pulled up in this motherfucker. Like, why are you asking me straight up things? You know, I could go put one of my cats on their little cat leash. You're walking that cat? You see the fucking leash and the cat harness and me out in public walking. So yes, I walk my cats. You know. But anyways. So I don't know. I'm past light conversation. I guess that's what I call it. But I mean, America is soft nowadays anyway. The language has to be soft, and everything that was funny back in the 90s and the early 2000s is just so offensive now. I'm so surprised that Family Guy made it as long as it has. American Dad, South Park, The Simpsons. Like, they gotta have some good ass lawyers because, I mean, ay caramba. All right. Oh, that's another thing too. So there's this Netflix show called Inside Job. I'm going to go watch it, and then I'm going to break it down because the government is hilarious. It's the age of Aquarius. That's why all these things are coming out. They're releasing files on secret shit that should have never, in my opinion, been secret, but whatever, you know. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. You all have a great night. All right, bye.